Royal etiquette. Major etiquette differences for the Queen and Trump. royalnewsexpress.co.uk. We use cookies to help our site work, to understand how it is used, and to tailor the adverts presented on our site. By clicking accept, and other members of the royal family are subject to a number of rules and regulations which dictate how they act, speak, and behave in public. As Britain's first, when greeting the Queen, men are expected to bow their heads, while women curtsy. But, curtsies are a demure and subtle dip down with one leg behind the other, rather than the grand and aerobic gesture depicted in old films. During President Trump and First Lady's last trip to the UK and visit with the Queen, it was noted that neither performed a bow or curtsy respectively. Although the Queen is reportedly relaxed about this rule, members of her immediate family including, and are often seen bowing to the Queen as she walks past them at official events. Public displays of affection are frowned upon for the royal family. Royals are expected to behave conservatively and refrain from showing signs of affection publicly. However, U.S. presidents are more able to show more affection. For instance, President Trump and wife Melania are often pictured walking at official events whilst holding hands, something rarely seen between Prince William and Prince Charles and Camilla and the Queen and. This affection between the Trump couple is exaggerated by the rules of respect that dictate the conduct between Queen Elizabeth II and her husband Prince Philip. In acknowledgement of his respect for her title, Prince Philip is always required to walk 2 steps behind his wife. Royal women are expected to wear hats to formal appearances during the day, as do most socialites and members of the aristocracy. But after 6 p.m., women are expected to switch to a tiara. Each married royal woman has a stock of tiaras in her own personal wardrobe and is able to borrow pieces from the crown jewels on occasion. While women may choose to wear hats in the presence of U.S. presidents, there are no strict expectations dictating that women must wear these items when in the presence of the leader of America. In fact, even first ladies have often been pictured without this headwear at official events. Another royal custom for women is modesty. Royals are required to dress modestly, and avoid any looks that are too racy or provocative. Cleavage is also deemed unacceptable, and Princess Diana was famous for holding her evening bag to her chest when she stepped out of her car in order to shield her chest from the paparazzi awaiting her arrival. While former fashion model Melania Trump often wears demure outfits, she has also often been photographed in low-cut outfits, which suggests this modesty is less strictly enforced. However, there are a few customs that are prevalent for both royals and U.S. presidents. There are rules for shaking hands with contact time not supposed to be for too long. Heirs and U.S. political leaders travel apart. Although the Duke and, when the Queen enters the room, you are expected to stand. This custom is also
raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.